Yeah, you were here. Juju. Hold on, let me bring that next one.
Not be exposed to education, but surely know from right. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. Want no more shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. Want no more shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Say, hey, we need a motivation. Teach I to be self-sufficient. Don't want to depend on no one for attainment of my brain. Oh, this world's all my calling. Children crying white squad tears. Hunger rampant harvest plenty. Ooh, oh, Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. Want no more shedding of blood for any nation to move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. Oh, 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 Free Africa, a free Africa, free Africa, a free Indian Africa, free Africa, the whole entire Africa, free Africa, whoa, yeah, Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights, one more shedding of blood for this nation to move forward, Africans with African pride, fighting to...
Hello, listeners. You welcome back to the show. It is the Progressive Minds right here at WGHC 98.3 FM. Your voice, your music, your station. Look, we're telling you, man, this is the only African radio station in Chicago. Actually, we can say in the Midwest, all right? This is the only radio station with a dial, 98.3 FM. You can't get it anywhere else. And here, this is where we have constructive conversation, things that matter to you and I, all right? And this show, The Progressive Minds, is the community building show. So anything we do here is for the benefit of our communities, all right? So we're always encouraging you to join in the conversations week in, week out, so we can gradually build the African community. Tonight, as I stated earlier before we went on the break, we are going to be talking to distinguished legends here. Man, the studio is beautiful. Actually, Lady Julia is also here. It's going to be wonderful tonight. We're going to be talking about Afro rhythms, all right? Our music, the mother of all music, our rhythm. You know, I'm happy that Maximilian is here. Big up yourself, brother. Yes, man. Yes, man. Maxi, I will let Maxi introduce. Actually, all those legends, I'll let them tell us a little bit about their background. Now, listeners, I would have to apologize. I said we're going to do the sport, but because of this excellent people here, and the conversation is going to be great. So forgive me for tonight. We're not going to be doing sports and the health and fitness update, all right? So we're going to be going straight into the show for this evening. And so please keep logging on. Share the feed if you're watching us on Facebook, so your friends and our friends can partake and also benefit from tonight's conversation. All right? Okay, I will start from my extreme right. Please introduce yourself and tell us in maybe 1 minute a bit about your background so that our listeners can know the great men and women that we have in our studio tonight. I'll start from the extreme right. Abi.
Yeah, my name is Abi Mensah. From West Africa, Ghana. I have been a musician from my infancy, and also I started doing production as a producer with legend Ebo Taylor in somewhere 1975 up to now.
Okay.
So here I am, and also I've worked with other people from different nations like Liberia, like Nigeria, like Ivory Coast and Togo. I used to produce artists from there.
All right, thank you so much. We'll go to the gentleman up there. Actually, Maximilian, I'll come to you last.
Ire.
I'll come to you last.
All right, man.
Listeners, we were also originally supposed to be having Mo SBW, but he's on his way, so we're expecting Mo. If you're listening to me, big up yourself. You're waiting for you. We'll let the lady in the middle please tell us your name and a little bit about your background.
Well, my name is Chi Chi. My background is, I'm just an upcoming artist, and I just love music, and I just love helping people in my spare time when I'm not making my music, and that's mostly everything about me.
All right, brilliant. We'll go to Lady Julia is here, so why not? Lady Julia, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Julia Elgam. I'm actually a producer. If you are in the Cameroons right now, I have made actually the most popular artist right now in Cameroon going up. Mr. Leo.
Okay.
I did go out there to do talent scout, where I would look for artists to get them from that platform to a more popular platform, and then I get to produce them. So he's out here right now. He just finished a tour in the US and he's back in Cameroon. But he's moved on to his label, which he's been doing. I think that I did a great job. And if any of you are out there, you can send up your songs to Julia at Solutions Talk Ovid, and let's take a listen to it.
Wow. Okay. Nice. The legend Joe Artiso. If you don't know Joe Artiso tonight you will learn and know about him. Please tell us.
Hello, my name is Joe Diachiso, and I started playing music when I was very young. Started with jazzkins, African tones, and ended up with Ramblers Dance Band. Right now I'm in the United States, and I'm a school teacher. I teach math and science at two of the city colleges, Truman and Kennedy King College. And I also sing with the Trinity United Men's Choir.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Sam Young is the legendary MC and musician from the days of old, right from the Nkrumah time. Man, wonderful gentleman. Sir, please tell us, let our listeners know more about you.
My name is Prince Sami Adegbadebo, but my actual show business name is Sammy Young, given to me by Ghanaian musicians. I was in the police band, from police band to the Ghana Armed Forces, and from Ghana Armed Forces I managed some bands in Upper Bolgatanga, the Upper Chapter 2, Upper Chapter 1, and then from there King Sunny Ade came for me in Ghana, took me over to Nigeria, and then we came on tour, world tour in '84, to London, to Germany, to Canada, and '84 we played here for about 10 cities in United States, and after the show in '84, I decided to stay in Chicago.
All right, brilliant. Okay. Julia, want to say something? Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm just gonna steal this moment because I'm gonna excuse myself, you gentlemen, and leave. Really, I want to use this opportunity to welcome you to this studio. It's home, and I really am proud of these legends. But I would like to implore you to use your platform, that music, your voices, and share this message to what is going on in Cameroon right now. There's a genocide. They are killing the people of Southern Cameroon. You people remember what happened to Rwanda? I want you all to join me. That is on Thursday, which is 2 days away, in the morning at the news station at ABC News, and let's spread the word. At least we can save some lives. We all want to team up as Africans. The English people, just because they want to maintain their culture, are being killed by the French. So if you all can join me to spread that message, and you know what? Let's talk the media. Let's stand up for these people. Let's talk the media and see if we can save more lives. That is why
Julia, can you stay for a little bit so you can share a little bit more light on this?
Yes.
But you're pressed for time, right?
I was here earlier on,
yes.
and whole day I've been running, but I have this baby. I
Yes.
have to run home too.
To take care of.
Otherwise, I will spend more time with you, gentlemen. But please, do take this opportunity to let people know that that is what is going on in the southern Cameroons. The French government is killing the people mercilessly and for no just cause. So these people came out on 1st October, which we share the same Independence Day with Nigeria, and they came out just with peace plans, just marching and celebrating, and the government rained down bullets on these people for celebrating, which is not just at all. So how do we stop this? It's still going on. They've cut off the internet. The people are being killed, and if it's your family, if it's your child, if it's your son, you will treat it like a 911 situation, and you'll reach out and help. Tomorrow is you, and it's any of you. So let's team up together and stand up for them, please.
Excellent, excellent,
Yes.
excellent. I'm sure that in your absence, these wonderful people will be throwing more light on that.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Thank you so much, Alinko. Thank you, engineer. Thank you.
All right. Talking about genocide and the killing of people senselessly in Africa. Right here in America. Last night or 2 nights ago, we heard in Las Vegas the massacre of innocent people, and so a lot of people have lost their lives. So the Progressive Mind Show would like to take a minute silence in honor of those who have lost their lives in Africa, Cameroon, and also Las Vegas. Please. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was for folks who lost their life. We pray that the good Lord will have them in His bosom, and also we pray that God will protect each and every one of us. Let's pray for our country, man. Let's pray for this country. Let's pray for Africa. Let's pray for people who are going through difficulties and atrocities at this moment. It's only prayer that can save the world. Things are happening. It's going crazy. It's getting crazier and crazier. But you can't sit in the comfort of your home or your office and say, well, it didn't happen to me. You know, every day we have to go on our knees and call on the higher power so He can intervene for us.
Amen.
So, yes.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
So we can. Okay. We will go directly into the conversation this evening. And please share the feed if you're watching us. We have people joining us already. Edwin, don't call Cosby Michaels. He says, big up to my brother Cosby. He has a wonderful show here on Sundays. We'll talk about it later. Elliot Amekuji, big up yourself. NK the boss joined us. Big up yourself. All right. Let me just throw it out. I'll leave it for Joe Artiso and then the legends to tell us a little bit of the history of the Afro rhythm. I'll start from you. Where did it stem from? They say it came from Africa. They say every good thing came from Africa. Did Afro rhythm started from Africa?
Yeah, I would say Afro rhythm started from Africa because people were playing instruments without electronic. That is how the whole thing started, with percussions, with things like djembe, things like xylophone, African xylophone.
You can put the mic to yourself.
All those indigenous music, people had a way of getting rhythms out of it.
Okay.
And that is how the music started. And from there, they beginning to electronize the whole system, with all sorts of instruments.
Okay.
That is what it is happening today. Before we didn't have violins.
Okay.
We didn't have xylophones. Xylophones that we had were African xylophones made by people themselves.
Okay.
But as time goes on, things beginning to change. People beginning to develop in a strategy, in a different way, which it has been all, electronized now.
Okay. Honorable Joe Artiso.
The Afro music started way back. It started as a street music. And the other name given to it is Osibi. And when this group came in, you could hear the name Osibisa, the famous Osibisa.
Okay.
And most of the music are so familiar. They sound almost the same, like the Ghana side of the Konkumba, Banlogo, and the whole thing changed over time.
Okay.
But when the white folks came in, they improvised it. They didn't improvise it, but they trained some of our people who were in the regimental band.
Okay.
And they added instruments to it, and they thought maybe they can change things, but the high life music didn't change. They were the ones who named it high life.
Okay.
Because when the rhythm is going on, you cannot just stand. You just have to move your feet.
Okay.
You just have to jump in.
Okay.
So the white folks name it. It has a high energy.
Okay.
So they name it the high life.
High life.
Yes.
Okay. Sammy Young, do you want to chime in on this? Because I want to know how the Afro rhythm started. Because somebody told me a story. They were like, dude, the Africans love to sing, and back then the peasant farmers, when they were working on their farm, they would want to sing, and whilst it gave them energy. So those things, with the fishermen, when you're singing, when you're going fishing, they would be singing and all that. So this is how the African actually came up with the Afro rhythm. I don't know if Sammy Young, did you want to say something on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
especially the Afro music. You can say originated, made popular by Fela Ransom Kuti.
Okay.
Because in Lagos, he has a Ganjatic nightclub that all he does every night is Afro music.
Okay. Okay. All right. And so you also say that Fela revolutionized the Afro rhythm. Maximilian, you've been listening to the conversation.
Yes.
Did you want to chime in on this particular one, or you want us to go to the next
Hey
one?
man,
All right.
I can chat about this too.
Okay.
All
okay.
right. Yeah,
okay.
man.
Did I get you to introduce yourself?
No, you didn't get a
Oh,
chance.
my brother.
Nothing.
Please
nothing
tell
at
us
all.
who Maximilian is.
Maximilian is a originator from Jamaica who took Jamaican music, different types of Jamaican music, and fused them with many other music so that we could cross reggae over into the European spots, R&B music, jazz, fusion, Afrobeat, Puerto Rican, Afro Rican rhythms.
Right.
And I fused it with everything. I worked with Tito Fuentes Jr., Shaka Khan. I got 2 Grammys for 2 of my songs, 2 Billboard Awards, Reggae World Music Award.
And you won the 40.
I own a studio called 40 Hertz Productions,
Right.
and we do music for companies as big as Mandalay Bay Films, DreamWorks. We do music for the Empire Show that's shot here in Chicago, Blue Man Group, Cirque du Soleil, and we work with artists all over the world, producing music for them and doing vocals for them that will cross their music over past the top 40 realm. So we deal with the BBC, we deal with the Emirates stations in Dubai and Kuwait and other places, and we internationalize the music business by doing publishing deals with the airlines as well as cruise liners, because there's no copyrights in the air flight and there's no copyrights in the sea. So we do a different type of publishing deal with my company, with 40 Hertz Productions, and getting the artists played on airliners like, Emirates and Cathay and, some of the other ones.
Wow. And you were here in Chicago.
Yeah, we're right here in Chicago, same building you guys are in,
Yes,
4554. Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Okay. But during then to the tail end of the show, we'll let listeners know exactly where you are.
All right.
And then talk a little bit more about some of your accomplishments and some of the. I know you work with Mary J. Blige.
Yes, man. Yeah, Biggie Smalls, many
them
people,
all.
Yeah,
all right.
man.
All right.
Alias,
We'll talk more about that. Do you want to chime in on the history of Afro rhythm?
Yeah, man. I think that my history goes back, by me being from Jamaica, the Rastaman, them always had a day called Naya Bingi, and Naya Bingi, Naya meaning draw nearer, Bingi being the drum. So Nyabingi would be, I'm from the maroon culture there in Jamaica.
Okay.
So we speak patois and what's called it's Cromanti. Yeah. And Nanny of the Maroons would be something good to look up for those who don't know about the maroon culture. You can look up Nanny of the Maroons and the Maroons of Jamaica. And pretty much we come from the culture from Ghana of the Ashantes there and many other that we hold in high esteem. So we were a warrior tribe of people there in Jamaica that took our independence in Jamaica, you know, and were the first people that had to be signed a treaty with. So the drum was very serious to us. So we kind of carried that drum in a different way in the reggae of today. So is the history that we brought with us there. How we would speak to each other with the rhythms when we were in the forest. And using a thing called the bing.
Yeah, the binga.
Yeah, so the binga. Yeah, the blowhorn was also a way of talking, but also the drum.
Is that why you have the Naya Bingi in Patois?
Exactly.
Okay, so Naya you say is draw.
Draw to nearer.
And the Bingi
Naya.
is
draw Naya. Yeah,
okay,
man.
so Bingi is
the drum.
The drum.
Yeah,
So
man.
draw near the bing.
Yes,
the bingi.
Yes, the bingi.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Being everyone coming to join as one and beat as one drum. See me?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Because the rhythm, when everybody beat as one drum, it means you're working as one unit. And
Okay.
See me?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You know?
So there's some truth in saying that that rhythm, the Afro rhythm, stemmed from Africa,
Yes. Majorly.
based on historical facts. Okay. Listeners, we just had our original part of the crew of part of the guest for tonight's show, Mo SB Dub. Like I told you, he got caught up a little bit, but he's here. Mo, please take a few seconds to introduce listeners who you are and what you do. It's okay. We'll get you a seat later. The lady took your seat, so I'll get you a seat. We gave her a seat because you're not here.
Yeah,
but
I know, it's
yeah.
cool, man. You know, sorry for coming in late, but my name is I go by the stage name Mo SB Dub. I'm a Afrobeats artist, hip life highlight from Ghana.
All right.
You know, upcoming, I'll say.
Brilliant.
So,
Okay.
yeah, nice to meet you guys all.
Nice.
Probably the least experienced person here. You know, I'm kind of a little nervous.
We will talk about, it's a good blend. You know, the times have changed. We are in your era, and you're playing the music that your era likes. So these gentlemen have done and seen it all. Now we have, music, Afro rhythm has evolved so much. Now we have the Caribbean rhythm, we have the Latina rhythm, and we used to have the high life. Okay, so do you think that there's a connection between the Latina, the music,
Yes.
and Jamaica? I mean, the Jamaican Caribbean rhythm and the African rhythm. Are there any connections there?
Majorly.
Okay.
Majorly.
Who wants to comment on that?
I could comment on
okay,
it. I know I
please.
just got to
Yeah.
chat in.
No, go ahead.
But
Yeah.
with the maroon culture, you know, being taken into Jamaica from Africa originally, but you know, being taken there, we moved that beat still and the Rastaman and the Bobo Shanti there in Jamaica, keep the Afro beat and the African beat alive, then utilizing it within the reggae music. The islands that surround us, like Puerto Rico, Cuba, started picking up on the reggae through Bob Marley. And then that Afro beat, where originally coming from out of Africa, come through us as the Maroons and then goes into those smaller islands. They start loving the reggae music. So now they have to try to, because they didn't really understand the patois, they pick up our rhythm. And they say they put their own language with it, like the song by El General from Panama. Tu ves buena, bien buena, tu te ves bien buena. When he was one of the first people from the Spanish-speaking people to generate Jamaican vibes and Afro beat with rap, and to cross it over to the Latin community and the Hispanic community.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Anybody else wanted to comment on that?
Okay, let me give you a little history.
Okay.
Before slavery, when the first white men stepped into Africa, they were looking for spices.
Okay.
And they ran into gold,
Okay.
which was the Spanish people. And So when they found gold, instead of spices, they found gold. They had an exchange of farmers. They asked the chiefs. The place where they found the gold they called it Elmina de Oro. That's what's called Elmina up till now. By then, the castles even hasn't been built.
Which is in Ghana.
Which is in Ghana, yes. Cape Coast. It's in Cape Coast,
Are you
Ghana.
referring to the Latina or the European?
The Latina.
Okay.
They were the first who came to Ghana, to the Gold Coast.
Oh.
It wasn't the Portuguese. Yeah, they are Latinas.
Okay.
You know? So when they came, they asked the chiefs, "Can you give us some people to teach us how to do the farming, so we can grow our own thing?" Because their weather is not all that bad like us. You know, they are from let's say Mediterranean type of climate.
Okay.
So they were giving some folks, they weren't slaves. They went there in Portugal and helped these people how to farm or how to do the cultivation. So you can see the connection that these people took our music there.
Okay.
You can tell how the Latina music is almost like the African music.
Even their dance, the salsa
Their dance and
movement.
everything, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So this is where the whole thing started at.
Okay.
So after the British or the Dutch came in and then built the castles, and then the British took over, the British named the place Gold Coast, which was named in the Latina as Elmina. Elmina means the gold mine. Elmina de Oro.
Okay. Okay.
So that's where we got our name, Gold Coast, from.
Okay.
And even the Latin, of late, you could see or you could hear some Latin music. They singing Che Kule, Che Kofisa, Kofisa. Spanish people don't have coffee.
Yeah.
That's from us. That's our music. You know, they took it. We took it over there, and then it became so popular. Like the
Yes.
Yes.
The legends are here. Today, they'll give us life. I mean, all these folks are musicians. So maybe you all come up with one song. Actually, let's do a song, okay? For peace or for peace or something regarding the shooting yesterday in Las Vegas and what is going on in the genocide going on in Cameroon. So I know you are
Cameroon and Togo.
and
don't
Togo.
I say?
Yes.
Yes.
So I know you are experts. So you can come up with something right now.
And even in Nigeria.
You know how Michael Jackson and all those folks did.
Yeah.
We are the world, you know. So before the show ends, we'll come up with something and we'll do a freestyle. Okay. All right, for the peace of our nation.
And you bring the rhythm now. Bring the rhythm.
Oh,
Rhythm, instrumental rhythm.
okay. Okay. We'll let producer give us a rhythm.
Yeah, give me the rhythm, all right?
I will start. Okay, before we continue, I would like us to go a little bit backwards, so you can tell us. So you told us some of the people you've worked with, Maximilian. Abi, if you can take 1 minute, I know you work with Charles Samoa and all those folks back home. Tell us some of the musicians in Africa, or let's say Ghana, that you have worked with musically.
Yeah, some of the musicians I work with,
And that actually helped bring us.
yeah, some of the musicians I work with and actually help. One is Kujunji from Ghana, Nene Tufo from Ghana, and Pat Thomas. I've recorded so many albums with Pat, Imirpa Baba, and so forth and so on. Wofaho. And also I record with KJC album, which was Damfago. I produced that one also for KJC. And I record with 4 albums with A.B. Crensel, Santana, Nana, and so forth and so on. Amachi with Kusa Kusa, Nimpa de Senyi with Juwalaka.
You mean Amachi Dede?
Yeah, Juwalaka, Ambule, Mia Bentie, all those albums, I participate on it. And I used to have artists from Togo, Carol, who was Chief Justice's wife
Okay.
in Togo, and Flavi also one big business tycoon, a Cameroon lady in Ivory Coast with KK Kassiri. I recorded with KK Kassiri too. And there was a group called Azekeleke. That was the name of the album from Liberia. I produced that one too. That one I'm talking about 1980, 81, 82, 83.
How about Agbotia?
Agbotia, I produced Agbotia too. When he came to Ghana, I was the first guy to produce him. And that also became a hit. So these hit deals have been going on. Great, especially people like I recorded with guys like I think I recorded with Kakeku,
wow,
Yosapan,
okay,
Kofi Abraham, and others. All those guys.
Great.
Yeah.
Joe Artiso and Sammy Young. I know you guys go way back.
Yes.
And I know there was a time where Sammy Young, you played some for the police band, and then the first president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, actually walked up to you and give you a handshake. Can you tell us that story, please?
Yeah, that was in 1963. President Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, invited President Sekou Touré of Guinea to the Flagstaff House for dinner, and then Modibo Keita of Mali. So police dance band play at the Flagstaff House for the reception. And the next day is going to be Ghana Blasters playing with Nigerian Green Eagles.
Okay.
Then, when the band was playing, then the president, all the presidents, they saw me. Then I went on the mic. Takwa the police, Takwa the police, Echimami Yehudan. Then the president was, everybody was, with this tribal mark. He said, "Are you a Nigerian?" I said, "No, yes, my parents are from Nigeria, but I was born in Sunyani."
Ghana.
In Ghana. And then he said, "We are playing your team tomorrow." I said, "No, I'm a Ghanaian." 3 of my classmates from Sunyani are in the camp now with Captain Agripin, Edward Aqua, and Babayara. The 3 players are from Bruin Harper United, Atta Kwame, the captain, Ajumajeu, and Banye are playing tomorrow for Ghana against Nigeria. So I am a Ghanaian.
Wow. Yeah, man. Wow.
And the next day, every Ghanaian Times, that Sunday, Sammy Young and the president of Ghana, front page of Ghanaian Times.
Wow.
1963.
Wow. So we are talking about legends, man. We're talking about legends, people who have seen it all. And I like that a cappella. Please, I'll let you give it to us again. Joe Artiso, you also had an experience with the first president.
Yeah. The experience I had with Kwame Nkrumah, it started when I was very, very young, and we used to have this thing called the CPP Youth League.
Okay.
And it was through Isikwe, whom by then we haven't had independence. So the organizers, we go to villages, from village to village,
okay,
and do propaganda. Mm-hmm. We go to, not insult people, but, harass people, agitators, all over the country.
Okay.
And I happened to meet Kwame Nkrumah a couple of times. Mm-hmm. I was very little, but I remember before I even started singing.
Okay.
And when we started singing, it was only one time that I saw him briefly, maybe when we sang at, when the Queen came to Ghana, and we sang at the Job 600.
Oh, okay.
And the other occasions
You mean the Queen of England?
Yeah, with the Queen of England, yeah. And the other occasions were we went on tours, we opened a whole lot of embassies along the west coast of Africa. And we were in Nigeria a couple of times before he was overthrown. But under his regime, Ramblers had a good time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now I know that was the days, the good old days.
Good old days, yeah.
We want to fast forward it a little bit to today, and so I'll let the millennials, tell us their story. Some of the folks that you've worked with. I'll start with the lady, and I'll go to Mo. Some of the folks that you work, or if you're starting, the people that you've done some projects with,
Okay.
and who you aspire to work with.
Well, everything at first started off as something to do in my spare time, and I've always been a writer since I was a kid. I wrote short stories, poetry, just something to occupy my time. So a lot of my friends have studios, so I'm like, okay, I might as well do something with my free time. And me and everyone else noticed that I do have a talent with it. So, I did put something out on YouTube. Of course, everyone had to do the Bodak Yellow remix. And I on Queen Chi Chi on that one. But the main person I'm working with is, of course, the great and only Maximilian.
Okay.
And we're just taking it to the next level.
Brilliant. We'll come to what inspires you to go into music. I know you said you started with whiling away your free time with it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you will go into it, we'll talk about what keeps you going into it. And we'll talk about that later. But then I'll let Mo tell me some of the musicians he's worked with, and some of the folks you work with and the folks that you aspire to work with.
I work with it's Tiffany and
Tiffany of
Ghana.
Oh, Tiffany of Ghana.
Yeah. Shatawale.
Okay.
Yaosiki, Rude Boy Rankin, Castro, and a few other people.
Okay, and who are you aspiring to work with as you move on in your musical career?
The top guys, Mr.
guys.
Easy, Sarkodie,
Okay, Mr. Easy Sarkodie. Okay.
Wizkid, hopefully one day.
Okay.
If I'm still gonna be doing this.
Among all the folks you've worked with, which of them do you say that you had a good time working on? Which one do you find easy working with?
Shatawale is the easiest guy to work with, but most of them because I wasn't physically there, but I spoke to them and they were cool. Since I got to meet Shatawale personally, we talked, even shot a video and stuff like that. So he was pretty down to earth,
What got you into music?
Okay, I'm gonna take this back a little bit.
Okay.
So I had a Walkman, back in late '90s, early 2000s when the Discman was coming up, and the only person I was a kid. I didn't have no cassette. I couldn't buy anything, and I was just trying to be cool. So any music I'll listen to as long as I get to hear something coming out of it. And at that time, my uncle, he was into dancehall reggae. And he's the one that be buying all the cassettes and CDs. So I had to go to him and just pick anything just to listen to, some batteries and stuff. So when I started listening to it, you get zoned out because you're the only person with the headphone,
Mm-hmm.
So I really got fascinated about, them creating a rhythm, having a concept, telling a story. Wow. Excuse me.
It's okay.
While rhyming at the same
closer.
time,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you could make a whole story,
Right.
like a movie, in like 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
And that was amazing.
Okay. Okay.
So I like that aspect.
Okay.
I listen to Kokoti a lot. I don't know if you.
Yeah. Kokoti.
That's my guy.
Okay. All right.
So he really.
Inspired you.
Yeah, I started listening to that a lot.
Okay. All right.
Got all his albums, and
Okay.
I really didn't start making music till about 10 years later or something. It's just an opportunity. I met Mo Beats. He make beats, and I'm like, let me try to see if it works out. And people liked it, and I'm like, let me try it again. Different beat, different concept, and then you kind of get addicted to it. You could go crazy. So that's pretty much how it started with me.
Nice. Would you say you come from a music background, a music family?
No.
Okay.
Not
The reason why I asked is that from what you just said, it looks like obviously there's no music background, and there wasn't a big dream that you had or some big inspiration. It just started with you in a very normal way. But from what I've heard you do with music, from the songs that I've heard you do, I feel like you've been embedded with this talent all along. Great talent, because
I don't know. I kind of don't, because I get writer's block too, you know. So, I mean, you know, maybe I'm in denial, but I don't. I feel like I taught myself how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I challenge myself a lot to do it.
Okay.
So that's how I see it.
Today, listeners, we will not be going for our regular musical break because we have musicians here. So we'll be doing a cappella, all right? And occasionally play some of their song. Before I do that, let me just give a few shout outs to folks who have joined the conversation. Agbaji Emmanuel, Agbaji Ada Baje Akwesi Emmanuel. Thank you for joining the conversation. Jones Ajay, he says, good job, boss. I'm with you. Nice program, Alinko. Thank you so much, Jones Ajay. Lonnie Banks also joined the conversation tonight. Amankwa Miss Favored. Thank you for chiming in. Nana Kumi is watching. Elliot, my brother Salasi, is also watching. Shirley Ajay is watching. Sam Ajay Autry, my alumni from Central University. Thank you, my brother. And Koko Shamo Ajay, Shamo Leather, my alumni again from Mauli, another alumni from Mauli. Odruski, hey, Monster, that's my friend from way back, Aquinas, Roman Ridge, my brother, man. I'll talk to you this week, okay? Please share the feed for me, bro. Nana Opoko Ajimai, thank you so much. Akwesi Ernest is listening, watching us actually. Eric Botre is also watching us. Talibu, all the way from Jamaica. Yo, sister, your brother Maximilian is here. So he might talk to you in a minute. All right. All right, no. And then Gamali, my wife, is also watching. Thank you, baby. Frida Atafin, please share the feed. Black Jesus says that Nice bringing all these legends to the studio. Thank you, Black Jesus. NK says Africa must rise. WGH 98.3 FM, the platform and forum for Africans, Afro-Caribbean, and urban people to the world. Big up yourself, NK. Please share the feed so your friends and our friends can partake in or benefit from this conversation tonight. Who want to give us the first acapella tonight? Actually, Sam Young, you started it. So, Joe Atiso, give us one of your fine tunes. One of your old, good tunes.
That Mr. Golden Voice.
Mr. Golden Voice, right? They call you. So, take us back if you want to. Would Abby want to take it if Joe Atiso is not ready? Okay, no. Maximilian, you want to give us an acapella? Yes, my brother. Light it up.
Let's see. Let me see.
All right.
Think of something.
I like the one you did for Skyfall.
Yeah, Skyfall.
That rendition one was beautiful.
I'll do a little jar, man.
Okay.
Some jar.
All right.
It goes. Now see me tell you now, jar. Sing a blessing. Won't you send a blessing for we? So want me tell you now, Jah, could you send a blessing? Would you send a blessing down for we? If we got to war in our nation, kids no education, ain't no doubt and frustration. See this separation, got no education, a sign of legislation. Them no want the black man in a them nation. Oh yes, the damnation in the indignation. People they mock come and what are we anticipation? They don't like the African, yes, or the Jamaican. It ain't no doubt about it, one we off to eat bacon. Oh yes, Jah, send a blessing for we.
Yes, sir.
For we. Jah, send a blessing for we. For we send a blessing, ain't no doubt, yes, for we. So Maximilian come in, ain't no doubt my story. May I tell all of the world, yes, how this world be. Yes, show up a function and function with glee. Yes, to chat about, yes, them know his story. But your story not keep, that will be no mystery.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Freestyle.
Yes, that was a big one from Maximilian. Mo is ready. Mo, give us a nice nice acapella if you may, please.
Song I did, see me see life. They want to see we fall. See we see life. They want to see we fall. But we keep rising, we keep rising, we keep rising, go higher. We keep rising, we keep rising, we keep rising, go higher. Yo, how you gonna check me around the show? Hits you, they want just ask for more. Swag you, they said just ask for more. Words know they rhyme, you feel check your flow. You think say you know, but Charlie you don't know. You have no clue what man they go through. All this why you think say yeah before I know they walk through the valley, I just they pass through. Yeah.
Yes, man. The lady wants to give us one too,
Oh, I wasn't prepared.
You weren't prepared? Okay.
I'll try.
Okay.
I hold my head down and I raise my hands up. Pray to my Lord above that he comes and heal us. See, we need our Lord walking this green earth to come and save us from the devil's temptation.
Wow. Beautiful voice. Okay, well, we'll be taking a musical break. Is Joe ready or you wanna? Okay.
Joe, ready, man.
You ready, Joe? Okay. Samia, why don't you give us Takrady Police? You forgotten the song? No?
Another one. Why ye be a mammy? Why ye be a mammy? Ampa minya ye be a mammy. That is the song I sing because I was sick for 2 years.
Please sing that song again. Joe wanted to join you. Joe, you and him. Let's go.
Why ye be a mammy? Why ye be a mammy? Ampa minya ye be a mammy.
Wow. Beautiful. Joe, I like your voice. Joe, give us something.
Beautiful. I will give my best. You will give your best. We will give our best to beautiful Ghana. Work and happiness. Yes, I must confess. It will bring success for beautiful Ghana. United farmers and workers of Africa. God will bless you wherever you are. Work and happiness. Yes, I must confess. It will bring success for beautiful Ghana.
Wow, that was lovely. We would actually, we have another. We're gonna go into for what we're gonna play one Nanam Pedu song, and then when we come back, we would play one of your legendary songs as well. All right, listeners. This is WGH 98.3 FM with your host Alinko right here with the Progressive Mind Show. Stay tuned. We shall be right back.
Pretend and send this to my sister. Nina refin jump for be a menyano. Mama mention was in your dancing. Wait, Obama, so I know that. What you train me, really? Remember, they come out. Now, feel one man go on there to me. Now, say,
Hello, lovely people. I know Sammy Young says don't stop. He's loving the music. We're back on the show. It is a Progressive Mind Show, your number one community station, community talk show in Chicago. And we are here at WGHC 98.3 FM. It is your voice, your music, your station. It is the only African radio station with a dialer here. And so we want to definitely take it to the next level. We thank God that we are almost into our first anniversary this year, and as a result, we're going to be hosting our second annual Black Tie event, and it's on the 19th. Please save that date because Joe Atiso them we are going to be having live band. Sammy Young will be there. We're going to have tons of music, tons of fun. And so save that date, the 19th of November from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're going to be having our event. So please take note of that. And the next thing is, see here. Okay. So just another quick announcement. If you live in the Bolingbrook, Woodridge, and Joliet area, and you're looking for an Afro-Caribbean African market, you don't have to look for Abyss Market is a place for you. All right. Look out Abyss Market. They have all the produce you need for your African Caribbean. Actually, let me take this back. I'll take this again. All right. Abyss Market is your one-stop shop for Afro-Caribbean produce. In addition to that, they also process payments for your for your phones, your utility bills. They also do money transfer. So you definitely want to go to Abyss Market where you can get all this. Their address is 101 West Romeo Road, Romeoville, Illinois. 101 West Romeo Road, Romeoville, Illinois. Monday through Friday, they open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Saturdays, they open at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And on Sundays, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Visit Abby's Market on Facebook and social media and check them out. All right. If you're also a CNA or nurse or LPN professional and you're looking for a home health job, you want to contact Home at Last. Their number is 773-495-1520. You can also visit them online, homeatlasthealth.com, and check out the application forms. Home at Last is hiring at the moment. So if you are looking for a living job, or you know somebody who's looking for a living or live out, or wants to do CNA, RN, and all that, let them contact 773-495-1520. Okay. We will continue with our conversation this evening. We have in the studio the legends of Afro rhythm, and from my far right is Abby. Abby, are you tired?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right. Then our listeners want to see our Facebook watch want to see you. Yes. There you go. And then next to Abby, who is a legendary Ghana music producer, is Chi right here, who works with Maximilian. Maximilian needs no introduction. I will be talking a lot more about Maximilian, who is an artist. He is a 2-time Grammy Award recipient, so don't mess with this guy. He's also a former Ranger, right?
Ranger.
Yeah, he actually, you're not a former, you're a Ranger. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Yes, he's a real Ranger, so don't mess with this guy. He's worked with what's his name? The guy from Fuji refugee camp.
I haven't worked with him, Wyclef, but I've worked with people like Shaka Khan.
Yes. That's
Crystal Waters. And,
that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. All right, and then next to Chichi is Joe Artiso from the Rumblers Dance Band, and the first song you hear was from Nana Ampedu. That was in the local dialect, and then after that we played Charles Amoa, who is a Ghanaian legendary musician who actually transformed the now Ghanaian music into what we have now. And we'll go into that. And so Joe Artiso you have, who is from the Rumblers band. His song is the one we just played. Knock on Wood. So if you want to listen to that song, if you YouTube Rumblers Dance Band and look for Knock on Wood, you would find that song. And then we also have the legendary MC himself and a musician, Sammy Young. Sammy Young, please, I'll give you the 5 minutes, or no, 2 minutes actually, to say something that has been on your heart to the Ghanaian and the African community.
Yeah, good evening, Ghanaians. I thank you very much. I was sick about 1 year ago. No money, no pay. But I want to thank the wonderful Ghanaian people in this country for what they did for me. I want to thank the Ashanti, the Ghanaian Community Organization, the Ashanti people. The chief of Ashanti people, Nana Adaibafo, Nana Abuaje, Nana Kwesi, Nana Kwame, Ghanaian Muslim community of Ghana, Alhaji Garuba and his beautiful wife, my brother Alhaji Tijani and his wife, Sister Joyce Aye, Mayor Bafo Bapapio and his wife, Mr. International Publisher Bekun Akoto and his wife, Madam Pauline, Nana Osesibe of African Travels. If you want to travel to Ghana, please visit Osesibe. Mr. Sammy Dewar, the golden voice of African music, Mr. Joe Artiso, my brother-in-law, because Joe is married to my sister in Accra. I thank him very much. Bring money for me every time. Thank you, Joe. My business tycoon sister, Chateau, that's the rich woman in the Loop. She works at the Loop. President of Ghana National Council, Honorable Park Kwesi, thank you very much. And a very, very, very big thank you to my son, Alinko, my big boy here, Kujo, and his beautiful, lovely wife. I thank you very much. And the Ghanaian Community Church, Pastor Emmanuel Amono, Pastor Nana Wusu Bempa, Evangelist Kwame Nassam, Leader Honorable Bennett Ajuman, and his lovely Madame Betty Ajuman, who sing in the choir. Mr. Joe Dansu, our chief accountant at the church, and Madam Peace Dako and his husband. Oh. I thank the whole Ghanaian community for your love. I was dead, but you brought me back to life. God bless all of you. Peace.
All right.
Amen.
Thank you. We wanted to wait to the end of the show for Sam Young to do this, but it's been bubbling in his heart. He can just hold it. He's been waiting for a long time to get the opportunity to thank the Ghanaian community and all these individuals he has mentioned for what he did for him when he was bedridden. And he's so much is so much appreciative of what you did. You know, it shows the character of a man. And I couldn't just wait. I couldn't just wait until the end of the show. I just wanted to give him a chance to let it out of his heart. So this is the exemplary attitudes that we want to emulate. And so that is a very good one. Thank you so much, Sammy Young, for that. We'll continue with the conversation for tonight, Afro Rhythms, our music then and now. One of the reasons why the Progressive Minds came to existence is that I want to find a balance of how things were in the past and how things are, and how we can find a good balance to enhance our lives. All right. So this conversation falls in line with that. Abi, you've been doing music for a long time. Tell us how the content of the music that we used to do back then, okay, with you and your colleagues, the content, the message in there, and how those messages positively impacted lifestyles of our people and our community.
The messages have impact on our community because it's a day-by-day things that happen, which is in reality that a lot of people were writing songs about, like songs from CK Man, songs from Ramblers, songs from even Kakeku, Sasabon Semfie, and all those. So it's a kind of music that you would sit down and then it touches your heart. That they will make those days, you know. And secondly, it's not like today. Those days bands rehearse. We call it band. You know, they do a lot of rehearsal. So when the band is performing, you see the tightness, you feel the music. It's not like now. Now, computer is the musician, computer is the singer, computer is everything. Technology is like it's doing us good, but technology is making us lazy and not thinking deeply.
Okay.
You know, that is the difference.
Okay. From
those days. You can compare from bands like even the old bands in America here, you know, and compare to music that is happening now. It's a big scope. Yeah,
okay.
Big difference.
Okay.
Big difference.
We lost a caller. We apologize for that. There was a caller on hold, and I think we were trying to get you on, but we mistakenly, unfortunately, lost you. You may please ring back. The number to chime into this tonight's conversation is 773-942-7167. 773-942-7167. You can chime into the conversation if you want, and please share the feed so that a lot of folks can contribute and benefit from tonight's conversation. Joe Artiso, please tell us what encouraged or what made the message in our music back then so positive, and how do you think it impacted people's behavior in our community back then?
Back in those days,
before Joe, you continue, we have a caller on the line. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, sir. My name is Divan Rebel. I'm calling right here from Chicago.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes, I've listened to the content of the music from then and now, and especially I want to give to Sammy Young and the Yo Atiso. And also, that music defined that philosophy at a point of time, what went on the process and everything. And also to my brother out there, what's his name, Mobeat. Mobeat music seems to combine, synchronize both experience of the old and new, see me see life. So it seems to have blended everything together. And of course, for some young and them, the rhythmical lines they have provided, the attributes that they've given to your music seems to be reality of life that defines us. And also to the man, them Maximilian, just one big up for all the things a man have done in a music area. And Sister Chichi, me hope say in a Jamaican Chichi, come in the one no Chichi man boho, yeah. Yeah, me tell you true, right? Yeah, man.
You're bad, man. You're bad, man.
No, the whole guy, no Jamaican them Chichi, but Max, me want just big you up with the life, the experience, and you have given to humanity, and also to Senna Linko, and bringing this tune to the line, because the Afro rhythm, what it brings to us, me tell you can't touch us. And for the historical content, you also give us that it's not just about the music, but the archaeological content that came with it also. Thank you very much for this great job you're doing and this news content that you provided us on Progressive Mind. Big it up, Virgin.
Big up yourself. Big up your bed. Big it. Joe Artiso, please go ahead.
Okay. Now, the music of the yesteryears is still music of today. Those days, the composers, in fact, if I say I don't even speak Tree those days, but bring the song, I will sing for you. And I'm sometimes taken by surprise, when I read the lyrics and then I ask them to tell me the meaning of this, and then I write it in Ghana, and I say, man, where did you get such a composition? Did somebody wrote it for you, especially Ampedu, and Robert Annie Johnson. Yeah. Some of those great writers, when I came back here to the United States, that was when I'm playing Ramblers songs, that's man, this is talking to me.
Okay.
Most of the songs that we recorded, or they recorded in the past, Stargazers, Uhuru, those great
Broadway,
Black Beats, yeah. The lyrics are talking to you.
And the Temple.
Yes, those lyrics are talking to you. But I'm not taking anything away from this modern rap music and stuff like that.
I guess what I wanted to see, how do you think that the good messaging in what you were saying in the music of yesteryears affected people and the community at large?
Yes.
The reason why I ask this question is that sometimes you listen to a song these days and it makes you feel like go on the street and give someone a slap on the head, in the face, right?
Yes.
It makes, sometimes you have this edge of being negative just because just by listening to a song.
Yes.
And then you have a song that can just drive you into this lovely or romantic mood. And you have songs that can also you listen to and you feel like, wow, I feel like doing good today. Music inspire. So how was our music impacting on our lives back then, and how was it making our community function the way? Because obviously, why do we say the good old days? Because right
now, in those days, life was, I would say, it looks like life is on our side.
Yes.
Life was going on smoothly, and the suffering compared to these days, it's too vast. It's just too much.
Okay. So the challenges of today, obviously, surmounts what you guys experience, right? I mean, surmounts the challenges of yesteryears, like you're saying. So as a result, the youth or the millennials now make music out of challenges that they are facing, they're going through.
Exactly.
Because the song you guys just sang, Work and Happiness. I mean, if you are at work and you listen to this song,
Oh, yes.
you will do 10 hours and not realize that you're working 10 hours.
Working at 10 hours.
You know, even if you're not at work and you are at home, you will be inspired to work.
Exactly.
You know, these are some of the things we are talking about. You know, rather than, okay, Samuel, would you want to tell us, you know, maybe one or two music that you heard in the past or you were involved in the past that sent positive message to the community, and how do you feel? How do you think those music actually help the community or help our society in the past positively?
Yeah, like when I listened to Joe, my brother-in-law, I wonder, because he's not a tree man, but when he sings the tree songs, oh God, I go crazy.
Right.
Because the voice, and the way, he doesn't even understand what he's singing.
Right.
But we think he is
expression.
the
Okay.
expression.
Okay.
So we don't have anybody like that again nowadays.
No. Okay.
And let me come in. Those days, the reason why Joe and all those singers, Paul Thomas, Joe, Nyansen, Josh Akins, you know, all those singers, Ewiziamo, guys like Frank Bota, you know, Agri, they were great singers. There was a secret behind.
Okay.
These guys listen to a lot of jazz music, great guys like Stevie Wonder, great guys like Sam Cooke, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra. You know, they listen to a lot of music. So they have a broad knowledge about what they want to do and how they want to go about it.
Okay.
Now you find singers, they haven't even know what jazz is.
Okay.
They don't listen.
Okay.
They just jump in, and you are talking about something concerning why people do music today, and then it doesn't last.
Okay.
Like I will give you a very good song example, like Kusa Kuse, Madame Fupa, Nyimpa de Sing. You know, these songs, Mamunjur Muhu, all these songs have impact, a great impact, because Madame Fupa like that, if you listen to the whole album, it gives you some sense of how good relationship with somebody should be.
Right.
You know,
Right.
now they are doing songs, in her, we are getting crazy, we are going crazy. You are going crazy, somebody is ready to shoot you. Okay, so that is what is happening. And now the reason why Joe was saying that in those days we are not overpopulated like today. That is the secret.
Okay.
Now we are overpopulated.
Okay.
And everybody is hustling, and everybody is angry, and everybody is looking for money. So nobody is relaxing. It's when you stay one day, they will walk over you. This is what is happening. Those days, population in Ghana was not like what is today.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
So life was very calm. Life was cool. People were happy about what they have. People were happy about what is around them. Now it's not like that.
It's not like that.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, because now we're talking about freedom, and the freedom is the shooting we get. Yeah.
Okay.
So our freedom, I'm free to shoot you. You are free to shoot me tomorrow.
Oh my. Abi, we'll come to how our Ghanaian music transformed into the hip life, high life. How the computer changed it. Who brought the computer technology? I know G-Man and Charles Someone played a big role. We'll come to that. Maximilian, you do different kinds of genre. You brought,
Different genres.
Exactly. Tell us your inspiration for that, and what your music contains and the message you're trying to.
You know what? I'd have to give a real quick, my life, my music life. Of course, I'm a yard man. I'm a Jamaican. But I had the opportunity to leave Jamaica at 13 years old. When I left Jamaica at 13, I was on a scholarship called a Prodigy Scholarship with Juilliard School of Music in New York. So I went to Juilliard. I played music by Bach, Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven. You feel me? They were grooming me to take a route of the New York Philharmonic Orchestra, but that wasn't the route I wanted. The allowance of being able to come to America and feel it and see all the different type of music sitting there in the middle of Brooklyn. I ran into every type of music because it was a melting pot of people, you know. So I had friends, one Puerto Rican, one Greek guy, you know, two from Africa, two different places in Africa, Cape Verde, and then one from the Ivory Coast, and just people from everywhere, and we're all making music. All of these fusions went into me, and it was in the hip hop era of Jamaica, and I mean of New York, that I would take that reggae music and mix it with the hip hop that was surrounding me, use classical strings on it, use timpanis, but then use African instruments too, and fuse together a whole new sound in music. But what would give me my true fame was to take a great like Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye, one of the last songs he did. And I did that and ended up getting, you know, a Grammy for doing it. The family wanted to come check me out, so they flew me into Georgia, to Savannah, to be able to meet up with them because they wanted to see who was going to utilize this song by Marvin Gaye. It was serious, you know what I mean? They didn't want nobody on it to put no soil on it or nothing, you know?
Right.
No bad lyrics or nothing.
Right.
So that's why it was important for me to take Marvin's song and turn it into a song that was not only sexy, but you could dance to it this time.
Let's
So I'm going to put a reggae beat to it.
Let's
you
hear a
understand?
little bit of it.
Irie, who are running? Come on.
All right, whilst it's looking for it,
Yes.
yeah, please go ahead. So,
Yes.
what's the motivation for you to mix up all this genres? I mean, so what? So that,
You know, the motivation, you know what, that the motivation for that was to set myself aside from everybody else.
Okay.
Because every yardie was doing either roots, it was doing either rubber dub, you know, doo-wop, whatever it would be, you know, ska. There's so many different things, but not a yardie had touched on reaching outside. My uncle, King Sporty, is one of the well-known. He wrote Buffalo Soldier with Bob Marley. He was him and Bob Marley wrote that together.
Okay.
That was my uncle, King Sporty. God rest his soul. He just passed a year and a half ago. You know, but I got a chance to link him up with the Prime Minister of Jamaica. They had a good meal and everything with Ephraim Martin here in Chicago. You know, and it was a pretty good meeting from what I hear, you know. So that's what fused it. King Sporty stepped outside of Jamaica, and he went into London, and he went into other areas, and he started to mix it with disco and house music and other things, you know, even R&B music, and he changed it. I figured I would take up where he left off, but in a totally different way, with dubstep, with hip-hop, with R&B music, with electronica, and change it into totally something else so that we could step into a new realm. And people ridiculed me for it at first. Dance hall artists, people who were strict dance hall artists ridiculed me for it, but that's why I kind of surpassed where they were, and Chicago would be my perch because no other Jamaican had went gold and platinum in 62 different countries, had grabbed Grammy Awards. And I know the guys here that work really, really hard here in Chicago. They work hard, and they're my comrades. I know them. I bigged them up from Kelly, from Rasta Kelly on down. Really, really good artists here that didn't get a chance to really branch out to the full of international. That's what I wanted to do. So that's how I would do it with fusion.
It's one of the reason why you're doing this fusion to give people a one-stop shop kind of thing, so that if I want to listen to reggae and listen to some African rhythm, and listen to what do you call the Latina one?
Reggaeton. Yes.
If I want to listen to all genres, when I listen to your music, I get a bit of everything in one.
Yeah.
Is that one of the motives for doing what you're doing?
Definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
yes,
because I'll put together a reggae dance song. Ding 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 ding. Flamenco.
Right.
You see, so
Right.
I took flamenco
Right.
because it's Latin, and maybe I take that and I fuse it with that reggae rhythm. You know, and then you'll put that.
So we have that one. We have one here.
Well, Sexual Healing is more of a crossover cut. That's what I got a Grammy for. That was to infiltrate the market.
Okay,
and get me into the market.
From Maximilian. Okay, his version. All right.
It's mine.
Spread your request to my Julie, you party right now. Me want big man and make a you bella job with this sound. Go you body, you try to get squeezy. Excess amount of love and I'm gonna make it easy. Girl about the good, give me the feeling. Girl about the good, I need the sexual healing. Girl about the good, give me the feeling. Girl about the good, I need the sexual healing now. Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need some
Love this one. Love this one. Big tune.
Baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. Baby, me heart, woman like the oven. And I can't hold it longer. Me need the loving. And it's getting stronger when I get the feeling. Golly, won't you give me the sexual healing? Work it up, let me off the reeling. I'm in one no ambulance, let me heart is stealing. Work it up, let me off the reeling. Now stir it up, me baby, the sexual healing. Now when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing. Oh baby, makes me feel so fine. Sexual helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing, baby, is good for us. Sexual healing, darling, is good for us. Girl, body good, give me the feeling, girl, body good. I need the sexual healing, girl, body good. Give me the feeling, girl, body good. I need the sexual healing now. Baby, I got sick this morning. I see it was storming inside of me, and baby, I got something silent. The waves are rising and rising. Baby, me on, woman like the oven. And I can't hold it longer, me need the loving. And it getting stronger when I get the feeling. Holly, won't you give me the sexual healing? Work it up, let me off the reeling. I'm in one no ambulance, cause I'm heart just stealing. Work it up, let me off the reeling. Now stir it up, me baby, the sexual healing. Now when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing. Oh baby,
Makes me feel so fine.
helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing, baby, is good for us. Sexual healing, darling, is good for us. I'm gonna love you, you know I be crazy. Whether you spine on my tip, I don't get you lazy. I'm rubber double, I'm in love with the feeling, baby. Tell me about the, give me the sexual healing, give me the good, give me the feeling. Drop! What are you done? Wonder twins, them not come for fun now. Mash it up, we a get the job done. Maximilian in the shine like the sun, so when me a gone, when me done, yo. Lion in all your jungle. Me not chat, when me jumbo. Love how the girl, him come for drop low, so yeah, you're so sweet. Ain't no doubt when you drop, feel the heat. Baby, when you're down, ain't a got a bother with a phenomenon, girl. Love how you done so. Maybe when you dance hard, when your body feel wine, when you a drop a creep from behind and drop. Where you just drop. Why don't you just drop? Where you just drop? Maximilian, me a taste a drop. Call me, make them bow for me. I love what they come and the girl in Sorolla. Love this the best that me saw me. I eat them thing up the door, yeah. Love this thing, I'm on fire, yeah.
Man. Blood Maximilian. Blow. Hey, look, everybody's, Sammy Young, all the legends are giving him a hand of applause.
Respect.
Giving him respect,
man.
You know what?
Respect.
You know what?
Thank
Nice
you,
one. Big up.
For
This is the
real.
Progressive
Every time.
Minds
Respect,
right
my
here
brothers.
at WGHC 98.3 FM, your voice, your music, your station. This is the only place you get this, man. This is the only house you get all these legends and this wicked talented folks coming together talking about music, talking about the things that inspire, you know.
Yeah, man.
And this music is, you know, uplifting. You know, you dance to it. The lyrics to is loving. You know, it's loving, it's love. It's about emotions. You know, it's nothing crazy. You know, and it makes you dance as well. My brother, hey, on the 19th, we got you, man. On the 19th.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, come mash up the place. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Hey, you see, he brought fire to the house. Hey, Gio, the producer, was jumping. Everybody was jumping to it.
Man.
Wicked.
Respect, man.
Well, lovely people, we thank you so much for hanging up to this time. We have about 20 minutes to complete tonight's show. We're still talking about Afro rhythms. Then and now. Okay, we're gonna try to find the balance. Chichi, I'll come to you in a minute. Tell us, so you can tell us your experience and what's inspire you into your music, and what message you have and what you think your message should affect or impact on people. All right, but before we do that, big up to Pastor Richard Tewia. You just joined the conversation. Please share the feed for me. All right, Cosby, big up. Please share the feed. Okay, if you share the feed right now, I'm going to send you $20 to your account. But share the feed, okay? It's a nice program. It's very educative so that a lot of people can learn from what we're doing tonight. DJ Bonsu also is watching. He said, big up. Thank you so much, DJ, one of the elite DJs in Chicago. If you want a show and if you want a DJ who gets your party dancing from A to Z, from the start of your party to the end, link up with DJ Bonsu, massive DJ, wicked brother. And Jubi Fiajigbe, what's up, my brother? Please share the feed, okay? Aurelia Ationo, she is watching. Thank you so much for joining. Georgina Kuma, Abena Mensa, Fremin Martinez. Hey, Pastor, how are you? Vida Angba just joined us. Percy Fiajigbe, my own brother-in-law. What up, my brother? And my senior, and an alumni at Mauli. Bridget Goy Akwe, big up yourself. Monica Tofor, Joseph Awinyonga. Hey, what's up, Joseph? How is my little brother doing? Joe Estaminator, the boxer. Joseph is also one of the boxing trainers in Chicago, doing excellent in the community. Johnny Woods is watching. He says, great legends. Thanks for the show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Johnny Woods. Nana Otu is also watching. Kwame Mensah, Victor Boafo, King Cove, what's up, my brother? And then Patience Aqua is an alumni from Central University College in Ghana. Victor Boafo says, bravo. Thank you so much for chiming in, all of you. Please keep your comments coming. The number to ring in to join in the conversation is 773-942-7167. And a quick announcement before we go into the show. If you're looking for a live-in or live-out job, and if you are a nurse or CNA, LPN professional, and you're looking for this kind of home health business, home health jobs, you want to contact 773. I'm mixing that with the radio station number. It's 773-495-1520. Okay, 773-495-1520. You can also visit homeatlast.health.com on their website. Look up the application and fill them up and submit them. If you call the number I just give you, 773-495-1520, they can start talking to you and give you a good placement. One of the goals of this organization is to make sure that we are working with compassion and treating people as we would want ourselves, as they would want themselves to be treated. So the owners want this message to be out. And then on the 19th of November this year, WGHC is having our second annual Black Tie event. This one is going to be massive. You don't want to miss this one, all right? Save that date. More information is going to be coming out soon. Watch out for details on social media. Massive, massive event, man. And so we have great people are coming. I won't give you the details now, but just watch out for it. Next week going, and then on social media as well. And Abyss Market is where you want to get your Afro and Afro-Caribbean produce. It's a one-stop shop where you can also send money to Africa or anywhere in the world. If you want to pay your utility bills, this is the place you want to be at. Sometimes because of the hustle, because of all the things we have to juggle with, we don't have the time to do all these things. So if you have a place that can take care of all these things, you go and do your African grocery, pay all your bills, do the money transfer and all that. You want that. So check out Abyss Market at 101 West Romeo Road in Romeoville, Illinois. Their zip code is 60446. They open from Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. You want to get in touch with them. On Saturdays, they are open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right, we'll continue the conversation. Chichi, please tell us your experience in terms of what motivates you to sing, the message that you'd like to go into your music, and how you want that message to impact on people.
Well, for starters, I like to say, even back before I was born, that music back then did have a lot of meaning, and it helped a lot of people through their struggles. And someone in the group said something very important. Struggles was very different back then, and from when you guys were growing up versus when I'm growing up, and even till today.
Yeah.
So even with my music, I sing and I rap, but predominantly, I'm working on my rapping mixed with my singing. And at times I do have to, appeal to the younger group, and the younger group of, my kind especially, predominantly prefers to rap instead of, the motivational music. But I too also, do my motivation music, because even when I was growing up and even to today, music is what helps me day by day. Music is my life. Music has always been my life, and it's everyone else's life, whether it's subconsciously or not. Everyone uses music for something, whether it's to make them happy or so they can cry out their emotion, or curse out the person that just made them upset. Whatever the feeling is, that's what music gives them. And I'm just here to give that to everyone else who enjoys it just like myself. And that's pretty much what I do in my music. And I'm going to continue to do that. Strive and tell my story and tell everyone else's story while I have the chance to.
Now, are you telling? Yeah, thank you so much for that. Beautiful. Beautifully said.
Yes.
And so I know there's a philosophy to everybody's music, okay, and to everybody's story. And I know you just said a little bit about why you do music, why you are into it. Okay, what would you want your message or your music to do to someone else if they listen to it?
Well, as I said before, I do all types of music, so it depends on the song that I'm doing, the type of meaning that it'll give out, because I can do a song that could, have you feeling really, as they say, turned up, my days. And I can give you a song to make you feel like, wow, all these struggles I've been through, I can still make it and still be somebody. It all depends on who's listening to the song and, again, what I'm feeling when I make that song.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. The reason why I'm poking folks, and I want this message to get out is that, like you said, we listen to music for different reasons, right?
Yeah.
And it pumps us up and all that. And the world we're living in today needs, people who can do things to, curb the craziness, right? At least mitigate it. We can,
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that musicians, young people like you, would, pick it from, those legends, Max and all those folks, and pick and say that, okay, I want to do music like, there are times things were cool that time, but I want to make sure that when I sing, people would feel good, right? Somebody might be going through, like you said, hard time. They want to shoot themselves. They want to commit suicide. But when they hear Chichi sing or rap, she just says something positive that you can make it. Don't give up. Like lyrics like that can just turn somebody from down to up.
Yeah.
So that's what I am encouraging. And I hope that along your musical journey, you would, think about, inculcating some of those lyrics into your music. Yeah.
One thing I do strive to do with my musical journey is speak the truth and speak things that are first and foremost bring our black community together, because I am definitely, you know, always pro black. That's me, you know, that's who we are, you know, so I wouldn't lean more towards, you know, all the violence more than I lean towards promoting us and uplifting us, because there's too many of us and other people who's not our skin tone already downing us and making it seem like just we're not who we are.
Right.
You know, so I always try to uplift before I downgrade, you know, us especially.
Exactly. That's good, because when everybody's saying the wrong thing, but you decide to go the other way and say, look, where everybody's pointing finger at that it's not good, but you stand up to say it's good, very soon that good message will be heard.
Oh, always.
Yeah. So we need a lot of positive voices to start rolling back the negatives gradually. And I'm happy that you want to give us a freestyle, like a rap freestyle.
Oh, I can see what I can pull out my head.
Do you want to Max, do you want to give him like a big box thing? You want to do the big box thing? Or
I'm sitting here at WGAC 98.3 FM. Your views.
All right. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Okay.
You know,
yeah.
I normally write, you know, I just can't freestyle, but I'm learning.
Okay,
know.
you're learning freestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. Abby, so how did the music in Ghana transformed all of a sudden? Now we have the one we have now. What brought a change from high life, which we all used to love? You know, old or young, we all danced to high life.
What brought the change was so simple and so funny. After the revolution in 1979, the whole ball turned upside down, because we started having a curfew, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Everywhere you try to perform, they will come and arrest you, and then you have to go and carry cocoa in the harbor for no reason. People were being raped. I remember those days I was with Classic Handles, and we have to go to Kumasi because we were not happy. So Potofi, who was the band manager, the owner of the band, very great human being to be around with. Mr. Potofi said, look here, it will be better for you guys to go outside and go and stay there so that you can have something to feed your family. And when you get more...
If you say outside, what do you mean?
I mean, we should go out of Accra.
Go abroad.
Not abroad.
Okay, go outside.
Go out of Accra, because the whole scenario and the whole thing was happening only in Accra. So we went to Kumasi and stay in Kumasi, I think Golda Hotel, for almost about 6 months, and play in Obuasi, Mampon, and so forth, and around Ashanti region. You know, and when we came back to Accra, when everything has been down, most of the band has collapsed. Most of the band were out. But it discourages a lot of musicians from then everybody, musicians trying to do other, trying to take other chances in other careers. And that is what brought the problem.
Okay, and how did it change you? Because in 1 minute, you told me a story about how Charles Amwa brought a computer into the system, and all of a sudden...
Good. Around the same time, I've known Charles almost about 40 years now. We were all young guys coming up, you know, and we all aggressive musicians. Charles was playing with everybody. They were playing with Tiptoe Band. They were playing with so many bands. So around that time, Charles, they had opportunity. They went to Germany. He went to Germany, Switzerland. And Charles came back with computer, Cubase those days, started making music with, computer.
Okay.
And then Nat Fredua also came in. He also came in with computer. But Charles came with Akai S1000, which was a sampler. And Nat also followed with computer, but not with a sampler. Okay. So Charles was doing a lot of productions those days. Charles was the main guy, even with Lumba and Nana Champion. Charles was the one who produced them first.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Charles did a lot of production with Nana Tufo Budisiga, it was Charles who introduced all those musicians to Budisiga. So Charles made a lot of impact before George Darko came with Eko Tibrofo and all this. It was all Charles Amos' idea.
Wow.
Yes. Most musicians and most people don't know that Charles was the brain behind all Ghanaian music, turning from high life, normal, big band high life to computer music.
Oh.
Yes.
Did G-Man, George is wanting to something?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I wasn't in Ghana in those eras.
In those days, okay.
In those days, I was here.
He was
But
here.
when I saw that the music was changing, it hurts a lot. I don't know where these people are going. Like I don't want to take anything from anybody, but like over here, when jazz started, getting into the 40s and the 50s, and then rock and roll came, people were arguing. People don't like it. They don't like, but rock and roll have stayed up till now. It didn't change that much. But our music, our high life just was
Died off.
It turned around.
Okay. And he okay, go ahead.
And you know what? That was the time. I'm a Nigerian, but born in Ghana. That was the time in 1980. That is when King Sunny Ade came all the way from Lagos to take me away from Accra, Kumasi, Bolgatanga to Lagos.
So Sunny Ade is the one that brought you to Nigeria.
To Nigeria for the first time.
And you also told me some time ago that you used to manage Sunny Ade. You were working with him as a
I
manager.
was his manager.
So you were the one that was flying with him on the Concorde.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
We played for Prince Charles and Diana at Wembley Stadium.
You played for Prince Charles and Diana
Diana.
at Wembley.
1981.
Oh my gosh.
And then from there we went to Germany, we went to Italy, we went to Canada, and we toured about 25 cities in United States of America.
Wow. So you got a chance to meet Fela Kuti and all those
Yes.
Fela
all
was
of them.
our brother. back then.
We bring him to Accra all the time.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah, our time Fela
Yeah.
was.
We
Those
bring him to
Fela is our
Accra.
boy.
Fela, Ebenezer Obey,
Obey. Especially Fela.
Zeronia.
We play with him. Anytime
Zero
Fela
and all
plays,
those guys.
Ramblers, Armed Forces Band, we play with him.
So you literally were managing Sunny Ade
Yeah.
until what year?
Until 84 when
84.
we came. Yeah.
So he brought you to America here.
Yeah, he brought me. We came 83 for James Bond, when the James Bond lady, and then we came back 84 here. Since then,
And that was the time you said you were flying in Concords.
yeah, Concord from London to Tokyo.
It was quick.
Yes.
Concorde.
And life today is Concord. That's why we have microwave system.
Okay, today my producer has to, we have to end our show exactly at 10 p.m. We only have 4 minutes to go. Please share the feed. We have a few minutes to go, but when you share the feed, folks can watch the show even after we are done. Okay, so if you're watching us live on Facebook, please do us a favor by sharing the feed. Okay. We're going to be wrapping up tonight's conversation. It's been beautiful, and I really have enjoyed and learned a lot. Maximilian is here. We only have 4 minutes, or 3 minutes actually. So I'll give you all the last words. We're going to do this again. All right, we're going to have this conversation again. So I'll give you all 30 seconds to tell us what role musicians have to play in this crazy world of ours. Okay. 30 seconds because of our time. We have to leave.
I think the role we have to play is like the young lady Chichi was saying. We have to give positive message. And secondly, we have to be careful and be prayerful, because what is happening in the world now is very scary. And outgoing, also going to public places, we have to be careful about that too. I'm going here, you go, and you are not coming back. Especially place like here, because you go to parks and somebody's shooting. You go to concert, somebody's shooting. You go to cinema hall, somebody's shooting. You go to church, somebody's shooting. Where do we go from here? It's a crazy world, and you have to admit it. You know, so don't get yourself involved with where people are too many, because these lunatics, they don't care, and they will kill themselves. We talk about ISIS, but they are more than ISIS. They will kill themselves, but they will do more harm before killing themselves. So, folks, get yourself organized and be prayerful. Don't go to places which are public places with 1,000 people, 2,000, 10,000, because one of those rats will come there and cause harm. That's all I have to say.
And please, let us advise our children. Let's take them to church. Please. Let's take these our young people to church to pray to God every Sunday. That is very, very important.
Okay. Joe Atiso, and then we'll end with Maximilian.
Well, like Samion say and Mr. Abe Mensah say, prayer changes things. If you don't believe it, just believe in Jesus Christ, like he said. He said, you have to come through me, believe in him. And, just pray, keep on praying.
And then the role of the musician, what do they have to do to help our world?
Okay.
Musician.
To help our musicians?
No, yeah, what do
we have to, we have to come up with some positive songs. If we come up with some songs that makes people mad, they're gonna be shooting. So you have to come up with some positive songs and bring the kids or the young ones to the path of righteousness.
Okay. 20 seconds. Okay, and then when we finish, please be thinking about a song, one peaceful song for the world, just to just give people a soothing heart. Okay, let's be thinking about it. We'll do that 30 seconds, and then we'll wrap up. Please, 30 seconds, if you may, Chichi. What role do musicians have to play?
What role we mainly have to play, and me especially, since I'm, speaking to the next generation, I have to be a leader. And we all have to be leaders, and we have to, again, as I said, speak the truth. Because there's a lot of people, both, singers, actors, just people in general that don't spread the truth. We have to spread the truth and be leaders to our people, especially, because that's what we need at this time. And this is our most important time of need.
Okay. Maximilian, what role should musicians play to help our society in this mad times?
I'll tell you what, I believe this. I believe, I've learned the formula of infiltrating music, and fusion was the formula. So I think that we as artists have to look at every music as really being our music, number one. And we have to be the voice of tomorrow for the kids today, just like the brother said, putting good music out there. You can still use, for the listeners who's younger guys who's listening to trap and crump and many other things, drill music and some of these other forms of music. If you put good lyrics with that, or something uplifting, something that's going to build a love of your fellow man, non-misogyny of your women, to treat your women with respect and like they're queens, will allow them to treat you like you're kings. You understand? If you're not carrying yourself like a king, she's not going to treat you like a king if you're not carrying yourself, and treating her like a queen. So it's likewise your fellow man. If you don't show love, you can't get love back. And if we don't start putting love in music again, knowing that love is real, that you can have someone, not some 12, you understand? And you can be with a woman and not be ashamed of that. That's the way God made it. That's the way it is. It's good. It's good to have that. But to enable the world to love again, it's going to have to come through music. We just have to learn as instrumentalists how to infiltrate the message in the same music that the kids are listening to. That's what I do. I infiltrate the good in things that sound very similar to what they're listening to, but then I infiltrate it and I stick it's like fine garlic inside of a red meat. You put the knowledge in there. Once they get to eating the food or eating the garlic is in their mouth, and that's knowledge.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, I'll just read this announcement real quick, and then we'll end the show. So there's genocide going on right now in southern Cameroon. Okay.
man.
The is it the English?
It's the French. It's the French that are killing up the English.
The English, exactly. The
As
French
well
are
as-
happen to be the majority. They've shut off internet to the southern part where the English people live,
That's right.
and they are committing genocide in this
Genocide
day,
in a bad
2017. Okay, genocide is going on in Cameroon, southern Cameroon. So please, Lady Julia L. Gum, who is a host of Solution Talk here at WGHC, she is organizing at ABC News Station, all right, on the 5th of this month, which is Thursday coming, 8 a.m. She's calling on everybody to join her at 190 North State Street, ABC News Station. Join her so we can shout to the world to get help for our Africans, fellow Africans, and maybe even some expatriates down in southern Cameroon.
That's
Genocide we cannot accept.
No,
all
man.
right?
No,
Okay.
man.
So I'm going to give her the words so we can sing one song for the world. We want to sing love and peace. God, we pray for peace. We pray for love for America and Africa. That's just the words. Who can help us so we can put it together?
Love and peace.
Let's join her.
Love and peace.
We are ending the show with this, okay? Go ahead. Yeah, love and peace.
Love and peace. We fight for our world.
Can we join her?
See what can try come in. We gotta get our basis, you know. The
Come on, y'all
basis.
gotta help me now.
Yeah, gotta help her. We want to end the song with one song for the world, okay? And as legends, let's come up with something that she's giving us the word love, peace, for.
We fight for our world.
Okay.
We fight for our peace.
We fight for.
We fight for our strength. We fight for our needs.
Okay.
We sing us our song.
To the healing
To
of
the
the world.
healing of the world.
All right.
Yes, man.
Maxa, you want to lead? Maxa, you want to help?
Yeah, man. I couldn't catch the melody, but still, you know.
Okay, so what do you want to do? We Are the World then?
No.
No.
Let us be our brother's keeper. Let us be our sister's keeper.
Can we put that into a
We
song?
all need peace and we all need love.
Okay. Let us be.
Be our
our
brother's
bro-
keeper.
Let us be our brother's keeper. Let us be our sister's keeper. We all need love. We all need peace. Let us be our brother's keeper. Let us be our sister's keeper. We all need love. We all need peace. Let us be our brother's keeper. Let us be our brother's keeper. Let us be our sister's keeper. We all need some love. We all need some peace.
Big up, lovely people. It's been a wonderful show tonight with the Progressive Mind Show here at WGHC 98.3 FM. Your voice, your music, your station. We shall see you next week. Stay tuned and don't never leave your dial from 98.3 FM. All right. Good things coming your way. Watch out for the 19th of November. Big up things coming your way. It's been lovely. God bless you all. Let's keep praying for our world and our country and our families. God bless you. This is your host, Alinko. See you next week, Tuesday.
The way you love me is frightening. I better knock on wood.